Hi, Sagittarius. This is going to be your love message for this 18th through the 21st, 22nd of July. As always, keep in mind it's a general reading. It's not going to resonate with everyone that watches. Things could be opposite and roles could be reversed as well. If you're new, welcome to Soma Chandra Libra. Don't let the name fool you. I read for Libra and Sagittarius exclusively on this channel, so subscribe and hit the bell so you know when I read for you, Sag. You can also check out your other placements on my other channel called Soma Chandra Tarot, where I read for all 12 zodiac signs. Link to my website for private readings and to check out my other services is down below. All right, let's begin. Sag, this is such a good reading. It's a tough subject matter, but it is such an important message. The oracle messages alone say so much. It's like the higher of a perspective you take, and the higher your point of view is, and the more and more you're into your higher self and you have clarity and knowledge about things that have happened, I think, I'm hearing in the last couple of years, the more you're able to take a higher perspective on life, the more you can see inside yourself. And I think that you're starting to really get over some things and get past some things. I also think that you are a shooting star right now and you're attracting a lot of attention. I think there's definitely some jealousy around you, and someone maybe wants to pull you back into something unhealthy. You see it all for what it is right now, because out of the Oracle of the Seven Energies, seeing beyond a merry motive, you have a higher perspective. Into me I see. And you're quieting the mind. Okay, calming down, quieting the mind, doing self-reflection, looking within. You have a higher perspective right now. You see beyond your own motives in the past, and you see beyond the motives of other people too. Like, you have a higher perspective. Like, we all love a merry motive, we all love a muse, but you take a higher perspective now. You have more self-awareness and self-knowledge at this time, very, very much so. I can also see that, and I was like, okay, well, what was this about? It seemed like it might have been about a relationship, because what came out of my oracle deck is feeling guilty, sudden realizations, spiritual bypassing. It's not as special as you made it out to be. Misery loves company. My opinion just changed. Yeah. I wanted to know why. I love to clarify with more decks, and I have the Smoky Mirror and the Blade out of the Mystical Shaman Oracle deck. You see the truth now. You have cut through the smoke and mirrors, quite literally. You're like, I feel like you're realizing something. You might have felt one way about a person, but now your opinion is completely changed. Now, if you're not feeling that way, maybe this person's feeling that way about you. But there's this guilt, like, oh my God, what have I done? It was just misery loves company. I thought it was special, but it might have been like a spiritual psychosis kind of moment, which a lot of people have. And it's easy to do. You have to use discernment with spirituality and with tarot, right? But it's like, nope. I'm seeing through the BS now. I see this relationship and this situation for what it really was. And I can see what happened here. Your archetypes are very interesting as well. The Pilgrim in reverse and the Temple in reverse. The Mirror in reverse as well. Well, thank God. I always want this card in reverse because it speaks to seeing only what you want to see, which speaks to narcissism. And then the Self came out in the upright, the Animal in reverse with the Destroyer in reverse. You are taming the beast within. That's what you're doing. You're taming the beast within, and you're getting back in touch with who you truly are, the radically authentic you. There might have been a strong spiritual quality to a connection that you had. This person might have been spiritual. You might have had you might have talked about spirituality together. Also, some of you may very recently, or you soon will realize that someone you were following spiritually was not at all the mentor that you wanted. You might have been going on a pilgrimage to a temple. But when you got to that temple, what you saw wasn't the real you. Something might have really brought out the worst in you. And these cards coming out, like the pilgrimage to the temple with the spiritual bypassing card and then the misery loves company. It's like you might have realized a path that you walked towards someone or towards something was never going to lead to the real you. It was all just like a fantasy bullshit narrative. Now you're in touch with the real you because you're cutting through the smoke and mirrors. That's your advice. Like, you see clearly now. You know who the false prophets are too. And it's like you've tamed some kind of beast within, I think. Because again, it's like all just repeating the same messages. I was like, I used like 4 different oracle decks. Just tell us all the same thing. Spirit's really trying to drive it home with hexagram 21, cutting through after completion. There's a shock. Okay, something ended between yourself and someone else or something. And it wasn't until after it was over that the shock of the truth really hit you. I'm hearing a cross-watcher. Cross-watcher, take it as it resonates, but I got to read for Sagittarius, okay? I have to favor the sign I'm reading for, but I hope this helps you too. I want it to help anybody. But it's like, after this is all over, like a shocking truth has been revealed to one of you. Hopefully both of you. Actually, I think it's just you because you're the one that got the smoke and mirrors, but someone in your energy, Sagittarius, is the ghost dance and the rattle. Yeah, because the rainbow is here. Like, some of you, this is like a Chiron return or a Chiron moment, because I always associate Chiron or the rainbow with Chiron, like after the healing. Like, you're going to make it after all. This is like the 10 of Cups. There's a happiness now. But someone is pulling you back in time because we have the ghost dance and the rattle. And it's like, wow, the ghost dance, like this ghost is calling you back towards it. Like, fall back into the old patterns, come back into the past. Like, if you want to go back, Sagittarians are not fond of like analyzing the past unless it's really worth your time. I've noticed that about you guys. You guys just like to move on. But you got a little bit of scorpionic traits in you sometimes. Like, for the sake of it, just to be philosophical, for posterity, you'll go over past stuff but not to relive it. And this situation is calling you to relive past cycles, past pain. Like, just come back to me. It's like the shadow side saying, come back, come back, come back to me. And you are moving on now. And I can see that someone just doesn't want you to move on. It's interesting. The overall energy of the person around you, or maybe just of like what you're going through right now, is the 8 of Cups. Something was terribly disappointing, but you're leaving it behind, or this person's leaving something behind. But then the way someone's feeling is the 7 of Wands. So someone's not liking something. Someone is very much not liking something. Now, it could be you not liking something. Like, I suspect that between yourself and another person, one of you is going to see something about the other, maybe on social media, or they'll hear some kind of gossip or something about you, and it's really going to trigger this person and set them off. And they're going to realize that they're kind of helpless and there's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do. There's nothing you can do. You just have to move on. Don't let the ghosts haunt you, okay, Sag? Because the way this person's seeing you is the 5 of Swords. I have to be honest, you look like the she-devil right now. But like, I mean that as a compliment in a good way. Like, you're a badass bitch right now, Sagittarius. Like, rah! Like, you're like, take that, assholes. I'm the queen of this world. I feel like they see you as a winner and a victor. You might have gotten the last word. What you need to know, or your advice, is the Ace of Cups. And the final outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, real quick. Let me tell you the very first message I instantaneously heard. It hit me in a claircognizance. This is a person that's seen you move on, and he or she is jealous. Oh my God. And they can't let it go. They know you've moved on, but they can't let it go. There is someone in this person's life that's trying to get them to let you go, and they won't. But that's not your problem. But that is just the first message I heard. But I'm also hearing that, like, someone doesn't want you to move on to new love. And someone may also think that you're too independent, too fiery. It's like, well, I mean, Sagittarius is a fire sign. What are you going to do? Like, they're ticked off. But you're the star and the magician. You're manifesting. You're manifesting your own freedom, your own peace, your own happiness, your own healing. You're looking good right now, Sag. You're hustling, I'm hearing. Totally moved on. Yep, check, wait, people are looking. People are watching. Page of Swords. All right, wait, I'm trying to do 3 things at once here. So with the 8 of Cups walking away, the Moon, the 3 of Wands, and the High Priestess. Okay, I feel like someone is trying to let something go and move on, being very somber. But I feel like this person struggles to let you go, or maybe there's something that you struggle to let go of, Sagittarius. Because I can see, let me just read for just like singles right now. It's like something is really over and you are trying to just walk away, let it go, let it be done. But something might keep triggering you right now. Just work through it, okay? Just work through it. But I'm feeling like someone walked away and they tried to let it go. They tried to just wait, like, all right, I'm just going to work through my feelings and I'm going to focus on my future. But like, I feel like they still tap in psychically to see how you're doing. They still think about you. They are being quiet. They could be a Pisces. They could be very emotional. They could be a highly intuitive person. But the way they feel about you is the 7 of Wands. So there's something that they don't like. Now, if you say something to them, they're like, whoa, please leave me be. Like if you get the last word, you may be kind of bitchy and mean to somebody. Because they do have the 5 of Swords and the Devil and the Queen of Wands. Like you may say some really harsh things to this person. They may have it coming, but see, you look really calm. I think they're jealous of you. 3 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 9 of Swords. They're seeing something that they don't want to see. It's like, yeah, like they look at you and they're like, oh my God, no, 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 and no. And they see you as the 5 of Swords, and clarifying this is the Devil, the Queen of Wands, and the World. First of all, some of you have a jealous female around you. Be careful. Do not underestimate this woman, Sagittarius. Because for some of you, this Queen of Wands is not you. And I think it's someone that maybe sees you on the internet and, oh my God, they're mad. They're jealous. They're mad. Like this is over and they are not going to let it go. But I feel like some of you are like, wow, like you're the wild woman right now. I think you're claiming independence and you have like this Lilith, Jezebel, kind like the divine whore. And I mean that in a positive way, like totally connected to your power, your sexuality. You're like, I do what I want. I do who I want, when I want. I'm queen of my world. Some of you have Capricorn in your chart and it's like actually making you very disciplined and intense and like boss bitch. But something went down here and like you're being seen as the winner. I think someone might see something about you on the internet. Here's what you need to know or your advice. The Ace of Cups, but clarifying it is the 7 of Wands, the King of Swords, and the 3 of Swords. So this person might be someone that you are about to get into a relationship with, or the King of Swords might be blocking you and trying to force you to work things out with him. It also might be a person that wants to date you. They might have to fend off other people. Well, he's got his work cut out for him with you now, doesn't he, sweetheart? Like, who does this King of Swords thinks he is? Like, maybe you should wear a different outfit when we go out tonight. And you're like, maybe you should shut the fuck up. That's what I'm hearing. Like, I do what I want. Like, maybe this person's a little controlling. I mean, I'm an air sign and we can be like Libra and Aquarius. Like Aquarius has to get the last word. Gemini is sweet as can be, but they can be a little they can be mouthy. And I'm a Libra and Libra just is bossy. So you might have an air sign like just being bossy with you, telling you, he wants to do stuff with you, but he's already being a little nitpicky, judgy. I'm also hearing that this King of Swords might try to block new love. They don't like what you're doing. They don't like where you're going. If your heart chakra is open, they're like, I don't know. It's a little dicey here. I don't know. I don't think this King of Swords is the person over here. I think it's a person that you want to leave you alone that won't, but you take it as it resonates. And the final outcome is the Knight of Pentacles. I feel like you're looking back over your shoulder one more time, but then you're moving on. Clarifying this is the Fool, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Nine of Cups. Also, some of you have a young earth sign in your life. It could be one of your teenagers or your adult children. They may start a new job and be like really, really happy. I wanted to mention that. There could just be a younger person in your life that something good is happening for them. Maybe the King of Swords doesn't like that. I don't know. You're looking like badass bitch, unconventional, wild child, like voodoo priestess right now. Like, fear me, motherfuckers, is what I see you saying here. Like, and now it's like you've got your competition scared. I think that slow and steady wins the race. You're off to the races right now, but you're not moving quickly. You're like, whatever, I have got not a care in the world. You're going to be very busy and you're very happy. Very happy. Or it's like, you know what else too? I feel like for some of you, this person is trying to move on from you. They have something really great to move on to as well. But every time they look back at you, they make it makes them mad. Also, some of you need to hear that. Like, let the past go. This is your future. This is what you're moving into next week. It's good stuff. It's like, don't look back over your shoulder. Just take a slow approach. There's no need to rush. Like, you made your point. You made your point, you're doing your thing, and just keep doing what you're doing. Because like this person or these situations, whenever you think about them or whenever this person thinks about you, it's just going to try to pull you back into that energy. And you are clearly coming into a different frequency now. Like, you see that this person might have been amused to you, but you're really cutting through to the truth about what happened. There's like not a whole lot of disillusionment between the two of you, but I think you have different versions of the truth, because the way this person's seeing themselves is they see themselves as the Eight of Swords. They're all trapped in their head. They are the Seven of Wands. There's something they don't like. They don't want to hear it from you or anybody else. They feel like they're confronted by something here, but they're still standing up for what they believe in. I think there's the Seven of Wands here seems like something that they don't like. But then the Hanging Man, Pisces, they might not like a Pisces involved. They may be a Pisces. And some, if they have, they look like, this person looks like they might have quite a bit of Pisces in their chart. And it's like the lesson of Pisces is what Pisces can help us. Pisces and Neptune help us cut through illusion. First, Neptune and Pisces drag you into illusion, and then they help you reach a moment of disillusionment. You have reached a moment of disillusionment about this whole thing, Sag. You have cut through to the truth. You recognize that it was misery loves company. You recognize that. And this person's got to recognize it too. I think that they are, but they've seen something. I was like, what is the Hangman? There's something that they don't want to see, that they don't like seeing, but they can't help but see it. They've seen something. They're looking at something here. Might be like a text or a picture or something. They're seeing something. They are irritated. And then the Four of Cups. Now, the Five of Swords could be you. Like, they might have sent you a message and you responded not very nicely. Like, you were like, nope, I am freaking done with you. And now they're like, well, I don't know what to think now. Like, okay, now they're seeing it for what it really is too. They may see something about you that ticks them off and they don't know what to think. Don't let this person try to change you, Sagittarius. I mean, frankly, I think you've moved on. I'm like, well, I don't know who the hell this is. And I don't like delivering messages about the past and all that, about stuff that's like no longer happening. But I feel like you guys will have a moment. Like, you'll be like, oh my God, you might have had a lot of respect for this person at one point, but now there's guilt here. Like, wow, I was all wrong about this whole situation. It was just misery loves company. And it's going to hit you like a ton of bricks. Like, this could be a projection of how you feel about this person onto them. Like, now I see it for what it really was. I never saw it before. The King of Swords might be a new person coming in. It could be positive. He may want to like protect you in some way, protect someone and help someone. It almost looks like a bodyguard. I did finally hear a positive message about him, but like, they're just ticked off. Meanwhile, I just love you. Your strength, your temperance, and you're the Nine of Cups. I think you're happier than a pig in shit right now. I think you're rather smugly satisfied with yourself. Libra got a similar reading where it's like, I'm strong. I can be strong when something is difficult. I can keep my mouth shut. You might also be pairing up with a Leo right now. Leo and Sag energy together can be pretty amazing. Strength of character and calm and patience. Like, you have emotional sobriety right now. And at the same time, you couldn't be happier. Like, there is an elation and a calmness at the same time. I had to know what the Nine of Cups was. Justice, the Six of Wands, and the World. Whoa. Ding dong, the witch is dead. You got the last word and you're vindicated. That's vindication. Almost like revenge, but it's more like sweet revenge. Sagittarians are not vengeful people. That's not your purpose. That's Libra's purpose. It's Scorpio's purpose. Well, we're not supposed to be vengeful, but we judge, right? Libra judges, Scorpio judges, Aries will come after you and cut a bitch if they see you doing wrong. But it's like, that's sweet revenge. That's like justice served in your favor. You're sitting pretty. You feel like you got some kind of a win, like case closed. This is over. I got the victory here. Justice is served in my favor. That's what you're saying. And you're moving on. It's like whatever happened, it's finally clicking for you what happened. That's why you're finding your true self again, Sagittarius. That's why, like, look at the rainbows that are happening here for you. This is like true healing happening. You've totally cut through. I think that these revelations will shock, like you're going to shock yourself with what you realize. And as this disillusionment happens, it just empowers you. It's like, well, despite all of this, you're still a total badass right now. I feel like you're very creative. I feel like you've got something cooking. I think you've got a star quality, because that's what happens when you get back in touch with your true self. So whoever's blocking you, whoever's pulling you away, I have no further advice to give you. Like, if you're doing this, then you're handling it right. Like, you really are. And yes, you're smugly satisfied and you're looking really happy, but you don't look like you're rubbing it in. I think that you're just claiming your power. It might be like a revenge body too. Like, you came back looking better than ever. Like, you might have been overweight at one point or unhealthy, and you kicked that disease, that disorder, that pain. You won. You're the winner. And now you're strong and peaceful. This won't be easy for you. Otherwise, strength wouldn't be here. But y'all can do this all day. Just stand here and give people no emotional reaction. Oh my God, I love this about you. I love it. I just keep feeling like the readings I'm getting for you right now, Sag, and I have been for the last couple of weeks, is like you're just getting stronger and stronger and stronger. And I can see why now. You were in a misery loves company situation that you thought was really special. They're trying to pull you back. And what might be trying to pull you back, Sag, is like you might have memories. It might be a little bit of PTSD. Try to let go of your anger and just move forward. Like, save the fight for when you really need to fight. Like, save it for when you really need it. Because I know that you guys you're not like the Aries. Like, you don't like to fight. Sag and Leo don't really like to fight too much unless they have to. So save the fight. Like, you won this round now. Like, you fought to be your true self. Just stand in your power. You can put your sword back in your sheath and just be calm and strong and keep moving forward. They'll let it go. Don't be rattled by these people or this person or the past. All right, Sag, this was kind of amazing. I hope it resonated with you. And if it did, I hope it helped. Link to my website for private readings is down below. I'm always listening to the universe for you, Sag. Take care. I love you guys. I'll see you next time.